Day before yesterday, I had an auxiliary exam that went pretty bad, all because of my mismanagement of time and me not putting enough time to prepare for it. And it was maybe one of the worst exams that I had ever had. And after that, I was pretty tired, and there was just this negative energy all around me. I was pretty tired. I was very sleepy because I had not slept the night before. And of course, the consequences of my action, my exam not going good. I was feeling pretty terrible that I had wasted my dad's money on the exam fee and had not prepared well for it. I was, and I just wanted it to go away and just wanted something positive, something good. And I just called my friend, told him about the situation, and asked him if he wanted to go for a walk with me. He came, uh, thanks him, and we were roaming around the campus. And while we were roaming around, we were chatting. And after a while, his mother called, which was normal, parents usually call at that time. And he was actually, and then as he was on the phone, I did not want to listen on the conversation, so I created a bit of distance. I actually started taking a photograph of the place that we were in. It was looking quite beautiful, actually. And then suddenly, while I was clicking the picture, I saw his expression change, his hand going up to his head, and an expression of shock on his face. I became concerned, and after he got off the call, I asked him, "Is everything all right? Is everything at home all right? What happened?" And he told me that a close relative of his had died. And that was the point that really hit me. Because I've been in this situation before. I've been in the situation where a dear friend of mine had lost someone pretty close to him. And when I met him after that, it was after like 2, 3 days of the incident happening, of the death of that person, when I met my friend. And I just wanted to console him, be there for him, do something for him that would make the pain of losing someone less painful. But when it came the time to speak something, I could find no words. I could form no sentences. All there was silence between us, and it was very loud. Once again, I was in this situation. I wanted him to know that I was there for him, that if there was anything that I could do, I would do. And I'm pretty sure he knew this too. But still, that was given. I need to say something. I wanted to make his pain less, or at least share that pain. I could have said that death is the ultimate truth of life, as so many people have told me. But that just seems borderline rude to me. Like, I don't need someone telling me at that time, at that very emotional and vulnerable point of time, that God took someone dear to me. And sooner or later, we all have to go. I've known that since I've learned like the concept of life and death. So I did what I thought I could do best, which is just have an honest conversation. I asked him about how his parents are taking it, how he's taking it, if he needs to go home, if there is anything I could do. And asked him about the person, who he was, how he was related to him. And when we get to talking, a lot more, you know, came out. He started remembering and telling me stories about that person. And I found out that they were living abroad. They were married. They had two children. One was a kindergartner and one was a toddler. And I felt like knowing that person, knowing their existence. But I realized that their existence was no longer there, and that took a lot for me to comprehend. And after that conversation, I just came to my room, and a quote from Game of Thrones just popped in my mind. It was, I think, from Tyrion Lannister, like, and I think it goes like, "Life is so, sorry, death is so terribly final, while life is full of possibilities." And I began to ponder upon that very thought that once we have died, there is no action a person could do or person could do. Of course, there can be reactions. There can be reactions to a death. There can be something after that that can happen that can change how people have perceived you. But there is nothing, no action that you can take. You can only take it before. And death itself is so damn loud and silent. Sorry. But death itself is so damn loud and silent at the same time. Your existence has come to an end. Whatever you have done in this world. So, again, but death itself is so damn loud and silent at the same time. Your existence has come to an end. Whatever you had done in this world is just final. Nothing can be done, and death itself does not come announcing itself always. One moment you're this person full of possibilities, you could do anything in the world, you can seize the world, you feel like, and unknown to you, death is just at your door knocking. And when it opens the door, all those possibilities, all those probabilities, all that you could achieve is just zero. It's just a full stop on your story. Nothing can be done now. I thought to myself that if I were to die tomorrow, what would my life amount to? Would anyone even care? I mean, sure, there will be people who will be sad, who will be like shocked, but that would also be for a moment or two. Would anyone even care after a certain point? Would I have created a sense of meaningful silhouette of my personification that they can ponder on that thought for more than a necessary second or more than they need a second that is necessary? Are they going to be grateful that I existed alongside them and now somber that I no longer do? Or is that too self-absorbed of me to ask? Because whatever I had done, I should have done it for me and not to garner emotional recollections for the time that I die. If I were to die, I would not die a happy person, I would think, because there is so much for me to achieve and so many things that I have to do. But I realize that that doesn't give you a notice before it arrives. I, I realized that the people spend so much time just existing and not actually living. We just become mere bones and flesh, just spending days, and one day we just run into death, and then we are like, oh, damn, I thought there was more to this. And during that time, we harbor so much hate and resentment towards people and make it so strong, make it so permanent that we forget that we ourselves are temporary. We are not permanent. And then why do the hate and resentment towards people that we create is so permanent? Because when you die, that hate becomes permanent. Your existence is temporary, but the hate and resentment and also the love that you create, it becomes permanent. And what that hate does is just create more chaos in this wretched world. And while I was thinking this, I thought of a scenario that should I discover that the person with whom I hold a grudge were to die the next day, in the next 24 hours, what would I do? And I almost instantly came to the conclusion that I would go and mend that relationship no matter what. And I would try to give him the best 24 hours of his life. And maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm that empathetic, or maybe I'm that good person. I don't consider myself. I don't want to say that I'm a good person, of course. But that is the path that I would take. But I would assume that most of the people would too. And I realized that we need to enjoy life and not ponder upon that hate and resentment we are harboring towards people. Because if I die tomorrow, I don't want that hate and resentment towards the person that it was uh, sent to be there to exist or when I'm gone. It's for it to still linger, for it to still be my energy towards that person when I die. I realize that we need to love more. We need to create happiness in this world. We need to enjoy life, not just merely exist through it. We should have new experiences, meet new people, watch a good movie, watch a bad movie, watch a great movie, watch the worst movie of all men, of all time. Send that text that you are worried to send or you're hesitant to send to. Listen to music, listen to bad music, listen to good music. Listen to Kendrick, J. Cole, he dropped a really good album, The Fall Off. Read more books, travel, work out, eat good food, have new experiences. Do something that makes you happy. Do something that makes you smile. Because you don't know what tomorrow has in because you don't know what tomorrow has in the store for you. And the best we can do is live our today.